It just takes a lot of goddamn materials.
Good day.
I've recovered the armor and slain the Underking.
You have? That is a relief. And the armor. Amazing. Just amazing, my friend. So when you encountered the Underking, did he seem to have any connection to Ismir Wolfhearth?
Well, he didn't really talk to me at all. No, the Underking appeared to be embodied by Zurin Arctus.
It's as I would have suspected then. Wolfhearth's remains are elsewhere. Luckily, though, I believe I know where. Though his soul is tied into one being with Arctus as the Underking, his spirit also lingered in another form, known as the Grey Storm. After the events at the Red Mountain, his risen ashen form was blown back to Skyrim, according to legend. He never had a proper tomb per se, but I have learned that he has most loyal followers gather his ashen remains and bury them secretly, so that none could seek to raise him yet again. You see, Wolfhearth supposedly led 3 lives and was much a prisoner during Septim's rise to power. He was likely hidden away to ensure his rest. Apparently, his followers kept record of his location somewhere in Windhelm. I have this ancient key which is associated with a place called Dragon's Fall, which I thought had to do with Dragon's Reach. But now I come to think it may have to do with the tomb of the Dragon of the North, Ismir. Take it with you. Hopefully you'll find its use. That's all I have for you at the moment, though. I would investigate Windhelm and find the location of the tomb of Ismir. Stay safe.
Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break here just because there's some construction noise going on outside, and I'd rather not just have that on in the background while I try to do the video. So I'm gonna take a break, wait for that to end, and then we'll come back to this. Alright, it's been a couple hours, and hopefully all of the construction is done. They were drilling, they were jackhammering, they were doing a lot, and, well, like I said, hopefully it is over. Just because it was a little bit loud, and I really didn't want to have some of that in the background. I could edit out some of it, but not all of it, unfortunately. Blade of Dusk and Dawn, do not have that. Well, there are some things that I can still put on display, I'm pretty sure, so I'm just going to take a very quick look around and make sure that I don't miss anything. And I can, of course, always use the auto-sort feature to put everything else on display as well. How much stuff am I carrying? 467 out of 705, so I'm fine for now, just in terms of what I'm carrying. So, in that case, let's just get going. It's after 5, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the construction is done for today. I've had days where they will start doing construction work at 11 p.m. at night, and they go until like 2 a.m. They don't go by normal business hours, they don't go by any sort of normal hours at all, which can be a bit annoying, not just when I'm trying to do videos, but just in general. It's like, oh, it's 2 a.m., I'm trying to go to sleep, and I just hear someone jackhammering away, you know? Kinda sucks. But, well, welcome to New York City, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so onwards to Windhelm to find the location of Ismir's tomb. I'm not too concerned with putting stuff on display anymore because of the fact that I already hit the 550 item count, so that already activated the last quest. So at this point, I can put stuff up, or it doesn't even matter if I don't. Investigating the plaque, you notice the stone plaque slides ever so slightly to the side. With great effort, people start staring at you. It's like, why is he moving that? It seems really, like, disrespectful. Revealing a carving of a map that indicates the mountains to the east of Windhelm and a place called Dragon's Fall. Everyone's like, hey, put that back! You put back almost a Wolfthard's plaque. That's really cool, though. I like that they placed it behind that. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, and it's just kind of like a nice treasure hunter type thing. Oh, someone else opened the door before me. Great. I've always hated when NPCs will use the doors, and then because of that, they prevent you from being able to use it for a few seconds. And yes, I know it's only a few seconds, but it's like I was hitting the button as they were going out the door, and now it's like, well, now I just look like an idiot while I'm just standing here waiting for the door to be accessible again. People can go through a door at the same time, you know. It's actually quite common. It's like, come on, Bethesda, learn how to use doors. How far away is this? Okay, it's not too far. I'll just walk from here. Alright, looks like we made it. It's amazing that no one ever noticed this up here, that no one's like, oh yeah, I should go up to that giant tomb up there. Because, yeah, this is quite obvious. It's like, it's not really that much of a hidden secret now, is it now? The real question is there going to be any additional artifacts in here? Because, uh-oh.
Who disturbs my eternal rest?
It's me, the Dragonborn.
Leave this place, or be forever claimed by it.
He does not seem happy that I'm here. I mean, I guess I can't really blame him if I was just a nice... Well, not necessarily nice, but if I was just a ghost just hanging out in my own tomb, you know, just for me, and someone just barged in, I'd be pretty upset too. It's locked for a reason. It's like, hey, don't come to disturb me. When he started talking, my first thought was, from Aladdin, where it's like, who dares disturb my slumber? I heard that Aladdin on Broadway was pretty good. Not entirely a huge fan of the live-action Aladdin that they're making. The whole Disney doing all these live-action movies seems unnecessary, especially in the case of some of them. Like, I understand why they did a Jungle Book one, because Jungle Book had, you know, an actual person in it. But they're making a live-action, quote-unquote live-action Lion King, which means, man, they're gonna film some of the Sahara, or wherever it took place, and then add in all these CGI creatures, because there's no people in The Lion King. It's like, this makes no sense. It's like, oh wow, it's not live action then, it's just CGI. It doesn't count as live action just because you fucking took a camera out into the wild and pointed it at stuff. It's like, no. Calm down, Disney. I'm also just not excited for the new Aladdin movie because, hey, in my mind, no one can replace Robin Williams as the genie. No one at all. And I don't know. I don't think of Will Smith as being a good genie character necessarily. I'm also just not a huge Will Smith fan in general. I feel like he's a little overhyped as an actor. And yes, I know this has nothing to do with anything in regards to this mod or anything, but, you know, I go on a lot of tangents. I'm sure you all know that by now. Also, none of these Draugr are attacking me. Maybe I shouldn't just be murdering them. Okay, if I try talking to them, they attack me though, so I should probably just cut them down before they have a chance to. Trials of St. Alessia. Pretty sure I have that book, but I'll just take it anyway. Hi there! You just watched me murder your friends! And now you all have that in common. How does that feel? Does it feel wonderful? I hope not. I'm not here to make you feel good. Iron door. Alright. Well, that's a big one. Is that a trapdoor? Okay, I doubt it. It's not gonna go anywhere. So I'd be surprised if they dropped me in, because there's no way to get out of there, it looks like. It's just a little pit. With nothing down there. I'm assuming that this is just a glitch that, the Draugr aren't attacking. I've seen it happen in vanilla stuff too, so it's not specific to the mod. The same way that in Sanctuary, some of the Draugr there didn't attack me immediately, I just had to attack them, so... It's not anything to do with the mod necessarily, it's just something that happens in Skyrim. Ooh, here we go. Card of Fortune, Card of Mystics. I don't have any of the full decks yet. It's still something that I'm working on. Anybody? There's a lot of beds here. I'm guessing it's just for the workers when they built this place. And the Deathlord doesn't even care. Just standing there, it's like, oh yeah, you just shouted my friends into a wall. And is that everyone? Yes, it is. I'll be taking this potion right here. Don't mind me. Open this chest right here. Yeah, I could honestly just stroll through here and no one would really care. But where's the fun in that? Oh, that's a lot of dead Draugr. I didn't kill these Draugr. This was not my doing. Which leads me to believe that there's more to this tomb than just a cranky old ghost. Is he killing his own Draugr? Is that why the Draugr aren't immediately hostile towards me? They're like, hey, save us, and then I just start cutting them down, and they're like, alright, never mind. You're just gonna be an asshole about everything, aren't you? Alright, simple enough. He's like, don't come over here, and I just immediately just slice him in half. Okay, so we got a lot of doors here. The Sanctum, I'm guessing that's the way I'm supposed to go, so let's just check this door first. Oh, we got a little bit of oil. We got a lot of bit of oil, never mind. More dead Draugr that I had nothing to do with, so they can't blame me this time. Oh, that's a hulking Draugr. Not that they're much more difficult at all. In the slightest. Got some locked doors. Nothing I really care about back here. Okay. And what about door number 2? Wow, even less that I care about. I didn't even know it was possible. And door number 3. I'll take the soul gem. And the other soul gem. And, alright. No real reason to come through this way, but it was worth taking a look, I suppose. Charles of St. Alessia again. Alright, so this was just... I honestly, this door didn't even need to be locked, because it was just not really protecting anything that you need or would care about. I feel like by the time you get to this stage of the mod...
You dare to not heed my warning?
Oh no.
I'll deal with you.
Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna have to fight. Oh! Oh, fireworm? What? Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to fight one of the previous Dragonborns. I like that it has a dragon head too. That's really nice. It's really unique. But what I was saying is that I feel like by the time you get to this stage of the mod, I mean, you would have to have collected 550 different artifacts. You'll be at a stage in the mod, or just in your playthrough, where you really wouldn't want to bother with stuff like, oh man, I'm so glad I found these handful of soul gems and this linen wrap and everything. Like, at this point, that would just be a waste for you. You just wouldn't care. Like, that's why I don't bother checking every chest, every shelf, every, like, random containers, because I'm at a point in my playthrough and on my character where it's like, odds are I'm not going to find anything that I care about in here. The only reason I check stuff is because I'm looking for more artifacts and more things to put on display in the museum. What do we have here? Nordmead, alright. So nothing. Ooh! Deathblow of Ebernanit. Okay. Explanations by the Sage, Geocrates Varnus. I'll be taking that. I'm sure I can put that on display, because I don't think I've ever heard of that book before. At least it sure doesn't sound familiar. Is this a dead end over here? I'm not entirely... Oh no, there's no dead ends. There's about 1,000 different ways for me to go. Dead Draugr. I don't even know which way is the right way to go, because there were 5 different branching pathways, it looked like. Uh-oh. Oh, I hear another Draugr. It's also possible that all of these paths kind of just loop around and lead back to each other. Okay, never mind, because I was gonna go up the stairwell and see if it led somewhere else, but no, it's blocked. Alright, so where does this go? Oh, it's just an iron door. It, honestly, to me, with the banners and everything, I assumed that it was gonna lead to a new cell. This place is massive. I thought Sancretor was big. This place might be just as big. That's crazy to me. I also love how fast I get my my shout back, just because of all the different bonuses that I have from the Dragonborn sword. I think the shield does as well, but the mod gives you a lot of chances to really reduce your shout cooldown, which is really nice to have. It makes you feel like a much more powerful Dragonborn. Which, you know, Legacy of the Dragonborn, yeah, I want to be a more powerful Dragonborn. Go figure. Alright, so this is just a pantry, essentially. Card of Spiders, 3, alright. Okay. Nothing that I care about. It's not even just a pantry, it's just a general storage room. Oh! Oh, there were bandits in here. Yeah, they didn't survive either. That would explain why there's dead Draugr then. The bandits killed the Draugr. Or some of them, at least. Down you go. God, if this is not the way I'm supposed to be going, I'm just gonna be in here forever. I'm gonna get so turned around and so lost in here because of how many areas there are to go. Dead bandit. Dead Draugr. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, I thought that shield bash was gonna kill him. I'm amazed it didn't. Yeah, I hear you too. Oh, it's a shout off. Oh, we just shouted each other at the same time. Alright, that first time I should have blocked it. And wait, where did the other one? Oh, okay. I thought he fell off. My bad. There's so many copies of the Trials of Saint Alessia in here, and I don't know why. I mean, actually, I do. No, Saint Alessia created the Dragonborns, and that's why. But still, that's a lot of copies of the same damn book. I also feel like I keep on getting further and further away from the map marker, so I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me to get to where I'm supposed to be. I'm just gonna fight all the Draugr in the world. I'm gonna get all of my skills back up to 100 by the time I'm out of here. I'm sure the other routes I could have taken probably weren't as long. Like, maybe I chose the way that I was supposed to go and all the other ways were just dead ends. Because there's no way that this place is that big that I could have gone in any direction and keep going for this long without reaching where I'm supposed to go. I mean, in theory, yes, you could, but it just seems unlikely from a gameplay and design perspective that they would add this many long dead ends. That being said, if this turns out to be a dead end and I'm wrong, then I am going to I'm gonna be kicking myself just a little bit, because I've been going this way for how long now? Up. Come on. Come and get me, buddy. Come and get me. He hasn't yelled at me in a while. You think he fell back asleep? That or he just knows that, like, this place is so massive, I don't have to worry about him for another 10 years. Like, that is how long it's gonna take him to find me in this maze of a tomb. Like, why did he even need this big of a tomb? Uh-oh. That sound didn't sound good. But yeah, no, I feel like I have to be going the right way. Once again, I could be wrong, and I really hope I'm not wrong. Really hope this is the right way. This goddamn army of Draugr, they're just like, yeah, no, we can definitely protect Wolfthard. Do you think Wolfthard, or any time that you go into a tomb and there's someone, like, in charge, do you think they ever have faith in the Draugr killing you? And yes, I know that in most cases, or even every case, they don't control the Draugr themselves, but still. Do you think they ever think, like, yes, we're gonna kill this guy before he gets too close, and I won't actually have to deal with him myself? I mean, it's the same thing I said, when we were dealing with the... not the cultists, but the guys that were trying to get the Amulet of Kings from me. And they were all just kind of undercover. They're like, oh no, the Morg Tong is definitely after us. Oh no, we definitely need your help, Dragonborn. We're in danger. It's like, oh yes, thank you for killing all the Morag Tong. And now I will be able to defeat you in one-on-one combat. Like, are they just that full of themselves that they really think they can take me on after seeing what I'm capable of? Wait a second. Okay. Just because I was very quickly going through it, for a second I thought that said leather armor of levitation, and I got very excited by the prospect of a levitation item. But no, I was wrong. Okay, so this leads to another cell. The depths. Which is not where my marker's pointing me, but you know what? It's gotta be the right way, right? Once again, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be kicking myself, so,
Still persist?
Okay, good.
Still, there is something familiar about you.
Yeah, I'm Dragonborn.
Soon you'll be dead, and I can consume my well-deserved sleep.
You've been sleeping for how long, sir? How much sleep do you need? Getting up and just, you know, getting some exercise, it's not bad for you, even if you're dead, you know. You gotta do, like, ghost bench presses. You gotta do ghost deadlifts. Also, why can't I just start screaming, like, hey, I'm a Dragonborn, that's why I'm here. And then he's like, oh. Okay, come on, we'll talk, we'll hang out, we'll talk about the voice together, why don't we? Like, why can't that just be a thing? Like, when he yells, I just get a little, like, dialogue prompt. I'm like, hey, I'm Dragonborn. Unless he just can't hear, like, maybe he can only yell through the place. I don't know how ghosts work. Wait, almost got him. There we go. Yeah, you come on down there. You come down. So at least I know I'm going the right way because he did yell at me when I came in here. Which I figured this had to be the right way. And now my marker is saying, like, oh no, this is the cell you need to be in.